Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 and take over the world as Sweden. Last episode, we ended with me being like, okay, time to peace out Poland. Well, two things. One, I don't have as much war score with Poland as I'd expected. And two, they are not a co-belligerent, which means that, like, Danzig by itself is 78 war score. So if I want just Marienburg and Danzig, it's impossible. I can take Marienburg and Weisstruck, which is not necessarily, you know, the whole coastal connection I'm looking for, but it's still returning 2 cores to the Teutonic Order, which is nice. I could potentially just take Danzig. Like, if I could take Danzig and... I can literally take Danzig and nothing else. Or I can take 2 provinces. I suppose I could take Marienburg and Vorpommern, which might be fine. These cores will stay because we have gone to war, and I can expand that way. But I need to do more damage to Poland, so we're not actually done yet. My bad. My bad, my bad. Oh, but here's what I'm going to check, is with Brandenburg, can I take some cool stuff? Can I do Mecklenburg and Oldenburg, because these are technically co-belligerents, because they were brought in by the coalition, and the answer is yes. And then if I wanted to, I could take more stuff. So we're going to have to figure that out. Is there anyone I could vassalize in a sexy way? Few people. East Frisia, I'm just going to eat you. No, because I know we're going to do that. We'll do that right away. Nice separate piece over there. And we'll go ahead and start making a core. I'll go ahead and increase their autonomy just to save some trouble. I realize, you know, high autonomy is bad, but it's going to be good here. We will have to potentially worry about preventing some siege breakage. So we'll go and take a look at that relatively soon here. I'm worried about losing some sieges in a few places. You're going to detach. Looks like this Poland is going to get sieged out on its own, which is nice. So we're more interested with moving our giant death stack to go and murder some people. People want a separate piece out. Is there anyone else actually? So I don't think I'm going to take anything from Saxony or Bohemia. Bohemia, I can separate piece out. It might be worth doing that. Can I just take like a bunch of their money and get war reparations? Just because they're a little far away. And coring and aggressive expansion. I mean, there's, I suppose, a practical limit. Maybe there's not, but it'll still help our situation overall, so we're going to do that. Release Silesia, who would like me if I did that, but they're a little far to be relevant. So just break your treaty with Austria and Brandenburg. And we're going to call that good enough for Bohemia. Still walk through their territory, because they're part of the HRE. So Saxony as well. We'll go ahead and say that I would like all your money, which isn't much anymore, and war reparations. So close to Swedish vassal. If I could vassalize them, that I would do. And break a relationship with Austria and Brandenburg, Bavaria and Hesse, and just break all your relationships. This actually might enable them to just get conquered, which is not necessarily good. There, we'll leave a few of these. You can still be friends with Hesse. Boom. Okay, anyone else in here that I can separate piece out that I don't care about? Where's Augsburg? Augsburg. Oh, you're just a lonely little province over there. If I went and full siege you, I could just vassalize you. Do I care about that? Can I white piece them out? No, they have no interest in peace. Clearly, there's some sort of crazy warmonger. I'm going to merge this up. We have no manpower. Detach. Go to Poznan. Apply full damage to Poland. Do we want to take this engagement? It's in the hills against a good general. Depends on how many reinforcements they have. I'm not sure that I want to do that, since I have no allies nearby. Why don't I just go and sit in Krakow? Because the only thing I need to worry about is getting enough war score to separate piece out Poland, and then we can just finish. So again, tons of attrition, but we have the manpower to attack them. They have no morale right now either, which is interesting. I wonder if I could just assault them as is. Well, it doesn't make sense. We don't need to rush it yet because we still need the other things to finish. This is interesting though. There's no way we get there in time to make a difference. Hey, what? Let me detach a siege here and then go. Where's there? If they could hold out just long enough for the Austrians to get the penalty, but there's no way. No, that war has ended already. Do I want to take this engagement? I got 2-to-1 odds in plains. Oh, yeah. What's my leader like? 3-5 and a 4 maneuver, so no river crossing. Can I catch him? No. But I'll chase. Because doing damage to Austria is always nice. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's not worth taking the attrition right now. Or the attrition, extra damage, having to reinforce. That's a nice stack wipe, though. Go back to Krakow. Maybe the walls will be breached by the time I get there. They're actually breached here, which is nice. My individual war score with Poland now. Only 62%. Getting there. Getting there. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll give Marienburg to the Teutonic Order. We'll take Vorpommern for ourselves and maybe squeeze them for some money or more reparations or something like that. Maybe break some alliances. I mean, we don't have enough war score to take any more territory than that, but that doesn't mean we can't mess them up in other ways. Won the siege of Poznan, which is great. Let's go over here. Looks like Chelmo's going to be fine. Oh, winter wars. So much attrition. Remember how I had manpower before this war? Well, remember how I was like 30% above my force limit? Good times. That was... Were we not like at -7%? It must have gone positive and got a really, really lucky roll. I was actually about to assault. I'm going to be like, let's just assault this. That's at 28%, 21%. So these are all going to fall really, really soon. I'm just going to send my troops home. It's going to be fine. There we go. And we'll finish the siege of Chelmno. The other sieges are going okay. Maybe, you know what? We'll go ahead and join in over here. Try to get as much damage to Poland as possible. It could have been my buddy. Could have worked out that way. Well, not really, because they kind of had my coast. I consider everything around the Baltic to be mine. I'm not heading to siege. I can't start the assault. Oh, all right. Well, at least we get all the positive modifiers going on, which is good. No, don't renew the war taxes. The war's about to end, my friends. I guarantee. We're out of men. And actually, half our army is mercenaries, so we're really out of it. DBs with Scotland. How are we doing in Scotland? Getting there. 6 more years. Scotland will be ours. Well, that's done. Go home. Park yourself in Mecklenburg, because we're going to have to bust some rebellion there. Good. Listen, Poland, how are we doing? 91%, which probably means you'd be willing to give up 100%. So, Marienburg, Vorpommern. I can't take any other provinces. Actually, that's not true. I can take Wisna. Actually, I can take Plock. No, I can't. That's 100. May as well. Oh, wait. No, it's not Wustruk. Wisnia. I can flip this to the Teutonic Order. They can be responsible for coring it. Save me some trouble. Yeah. Not Lithuania. And then take a few bucks. Oh, 99. Couldn't get to 100 with the money. If they had a bit more money, I'm sure they would have taken it. So, okay. Marienburg, Teutonic Order. Vorpommern to me. Wisna to the Teutonic Order. Take a little bit of cash. Aggressive expansion. Everyone will hate me. Yada, yada, yada. Par for the course. Boom. Okay. We can start coring this right away. And move our troops over here and then reorganize ourselves after the fact. So now we can finally negotiate our treaty with Brandenburg. So we're taking Oldenburg and Mecklenburg. And that's a 29% piece. That's all it is. That's amazing. We really could take a lot. Where's Anhalt? Down there. Well, that's not really worth it. I could take a crap ton of territory. Is there anyone else I could vassalize right now? God, that would be so nice. Who's that? That's Brandenburg. If I take a little chunk out of Brandenburg, I could vassalize them in a future war, couldn't I? If I take Lunenburg, that brings them to 95%. That seems like the thing to do. I could take one of the other provinces, but this, reduces border gore a little bit, which is nice. Could force them to release things. Yeah, annul your treaties with Austria. Give me war reparations. And all your money. I know I can take more. Wait, why is that black? Oh, because that's the annul thing. So, okay. War reparations. Mecklenburg goes to me. Oldenburg goes to me. Lunenburg goes to me. They annul treaties. They give me a little bit of money. I think that's good. I'm being conservative, you guys. Look at me. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But there we have it. Okay, let's, oops. Annex all the things. That. War exhaustion will go down now that we're not in a war. All my ships. I gotta get my ships together. Okay, they'll all merge up there. Currently losing money from reinforcements, probably. I could go and drop out some mercs right away, which seems like a pretty good idea to save a few bucks. Especially if I'm having to pay to reinforce them, which looks like they're, at least so far, these guys are in pretty good shape. These guys here, though. I don't actually have that many mercenaries. I'm kind of surprised. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. I can drop the army maintenance down just a scooch. Leave me with plenty of money to throw down a handful more ships, which is a pretty good idea. État c'est moi, or lose 100 things. To go from 0 stability to 1 stability is going to cost me like 60. Actually, it'll be a little bit more because I'm overextended, but I think it'll cost me less than a total of 100 points. So I will say lose stability. I might be wrong. I'm very overextended. 102. Technically slightly more expensive unless I wait for this to go. I guess I done goofed. Especially since the admin points are pretty important right now. I don't know, I say that. The Diplo points are pretty good too. So I probably still don't have an affordable... Oh! That's a great idea. A, I like having a military leader for more points. Make the land maintenance a little bit cheaper right now while we're at peace. Sounds like a great idea. Losing a little bit of cash, but that's fine. Lithuania no longer considers Russia as a rival. That's kind of annoying, actually. What's up with that, Lithuania? We're still buddies, though. You're a little worried about the aggressive expansion, but not that much because we were friends at the time. I'll go ahead and re-improve relations over there and over there. Make sure everything stays hunky-dory. Boom, boom. Royal marriage from Lithuania. Don't mind if I do. Speaking of, don't mind if I say I do. Hamburg is still the wrong lead or wrong government type to royal marry, right? Yeah, they're bishopric. So we have royal marriages with everyone we need. We've got that military access with Lithuania, which I don't think actually matters, but it's there. Okay. So the question will be, do we want to annex multiple things at the same time? Oh, we're not actually progressing with Scotland right now because we're so overextended. But you know what? We can actually get the next religious, or the next diplomatic idea now, which is good because it'll actually burn off aggressive expansion a little bit faster, which wouldn't be terrible. Look at our supply limit is so high, we can have a 60 stack in a province now, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and split them up and do that, though. Actually, hang on. I'm going to go... there's no easy way to do it. Get exactly 20. Like, how do I divide it so I get exactly 20 in a chunk? And it's 20 troops as well, which means some reinforcements. Tell you what, I'll make them into stacks of 15. East Frisia, Oldenburg, split up there. And actually, we don't have full maintenance either. Looming disaster! Internal conflict going up. Monthly progress is due to having land maintenance under 100%. Really? Well, what else? Unrest at least 1, which is true. My unrest is positive. So if I increase my land maintenance, that makes that go away. It makes it not progress. So the criteria is this, and it progresses based on the land maintenance. That's really interesting. All right, I don't want an internal conflict, so let's go ahead and spend the money for that right now. Merge you guys up. We're going to take these light ships, and I'm going to go back to pirating Seville. Even if it doesn't make me as much money as protecting trade in Lubeck, it also hurts these guys, which is kind of fun. I really have to do the math between episodes to see what would be better. Maybe sending someone here to protect trade. Like, I could have a merchant collecting trade over here. Right now, I've only got... I don't have that many merchants, right? Where am I? Just the 2. Novgorod, who doesn't really need to be here, actually. Okay, we'll actually do the math. We'll let the ships arrive on their pirate duties. We'll see exactly how much that's giving for us. And then what we'll do is we'll transfer our, sucks actually right now. Hold on, that we're overextended because the math is all going to be broken. Because in this game, we'll move our merchant over here and then see exactly what kind of work he can do in the Seville trade node, collecting goods with the support of my fleet. But yeah, it'll be a little hard to tell right now. So unrest, we do have some, except of course over here where I did increase the autonomy, but it's only one province, and the rest, hopefully they'll be okay. We'll babysit them a little. Overextension being high is going to be a bit of a thing. Also, the war exhaustion is increasing the unrest, but that'll go away. That's why we actually have positive national unrest, it's because the war enthusiasm and the overextension, which are both going to go away relatively soon. Scotland. Oh, we're progressing with Scotland again. Wait. That's weird. I wonder if they just lost a little bit of land overseas. Because wasn't it like 88%? Now it's 92%, but we're still not actually progressing because of our negative diplomatic reputation. I'm betting they just spun off a colony. Recall the diplomat. That's fine. Really want to go and conquer Canada because it will be awesome. Austria's new emperor things are happening. Or no, was that an actual... No, I don't think so. I gotta learn to read. Reading is hard, you guys. We could take over some native groups over here if we want to stay busy. We have no manpower right now, so I guess it makes sense to just, you know, just sit tight a little bit. At the very least, let our current armies reinforce. Oh, they're fully reinforced. Oh, okay. Good. The national unrest is dropping. I'm going to go ahead and drop my army maintenance a little. We're actually already making money, but I'll drop it a little bit. Looks like we're still not at risk. Nope, there it is. Looming disaster. So, oh, it's a fixed amount of progression if you're anywhere below 100%. Interesting. All right, we'll just keep playing it safe. Yay, conversions. Wessex. Some of these conversions are going to go really fast because they don't have the zeal, but we're going to have to wait until we're done coring. You can only do one thing in a province at a time. And yeah, the big deal will be if we do go up to experienced diplomats, we can soak things a lot faster and be maybe a little bit more... Oh yeah, need more ships. I'll just put you in the Lubeck trade node. Be a lot more aggressive with vassalizing things. Especially, eventually, we'll get bonus to diplomatic relations as well. So, let's take a look over here. If we take a look at our actual ledger. So, first of all, does it tell me how much is being lost? 16% of the trade, I guess, is being reduced over here. That's step one. Is there's 16% less trade here that's no longer going to, apparently, mostly Portugal. Okay. And specifically, out of that, we are earning 3.45. Now, is that being affected? The overextension affects our trade power here, but I don't think that's actually affecting our pirates. Which is interesting to consider. So, privateering becomes very, very, very nice while you're actually doing the, while you're overextended. Does overextension hurt our collection? No, it only affects transferring of trade, which is important to note. We do have a huge chunk of the trade power. We're at 59% as is. We do have a couple of ships, but not really. It's mostly just the fact that we own so much land, and in particular, we just grabbed some extra important centers of trade. So yeah, I really don't feel the need to protect anything over there. So, especially right now while I'm overextended, go and have you be a pirate in Seville. You can join the other group. And we've got enough money, we should be able to buy even more ships. East Frisia has been cored already, that was fast. Okay. Fine, we'll do that. Rebel Uprising, English Patriots, 4.3 years, 6.5, 4.6, or 4.9, that's all fine. Overextension, that's coring. Okay, I'm feeling okay. Feeling really good, actually. Yeah, no, go away, Austria. You declare war on me if you want. But A, you have a truce with me, so I don't think you can declare war on me. And if you did declare war, I would have a lot of defensive buddies ready to come in. So here's the thing, is there any way we could rush another war with Poland? Because these three provinces are just so beautiful and key. Not to mention we can grab Wystrach and really make the Teutonic Order stronger without much in the way of cost. So they're hopefully coring. Oh, did they lose their claim on Wisnia? They did. They had a claim over here, but they apparently lost it. Hopefully they are coring that bad boy. I don't need any of those guys, so just give me the money directly. That's fine. Andalusia. Here's what I'm going to do. Eventually, getting more trade buildings over here might make a lot of sense. Although, I don't think the privateering matters. Where you've actually got trade power, the privateering doesn't come into play. What will matter is getting better forts over here. Because if we do go into war with Spain, they're obviously going to besiege Andalusia. So anything we can do to slow that siege down, make them eat more attrition is going to be great. Diplomatic reputation. Okay, look at this. Our progress with Scotland went backwards. I think the Scottish tax base keeps changing. Maybe as they colonize, or maybe it was an autonomy thing, or some other damn effect. Anyway, we'll take experienced diplomats, boom, which makes it, especially with our Jacob over here, we have positive diplomatic reputation, despite the fact that we're overextended and have recently annexed subjects. So now we're going to be able to eat people super fast. In fact, the only thing stopping us really is going to be how much diplo power we've got kicking around. Wait for a few more ships to arrive, and then we'll send them on pirate patrol. Spoils of war, we're up to about 4. We've got 3 gold per turn, or per month, from reparations. We got a royal marriage with Lithuania. We just created that royal marriage. Alright, let's go and re-royal marry Lithuania. They've been great buddies throughout all this. Definitely still need to take another big chunk out of Russia. I mean, the border gore, if nothing else, is unacceptable, except for the fact that we're sort of using the border gore to troll Russia. Having all these places unreachable by them is great. Eating Tiber would be very nice. That's probably super cheap. Oh, we have no relations. Really? Have I not improved it in a long time? Apparently not. Yay, cores. Yay, cores. Check our status over here. England still mostly hates me, although we should check to see if we can improve our relations again. Yeah. No, we can't actually improve them that far. Hamburg will be nice to soak at some point. Let's work on that. Just try to keep them all up as much as possible. Scotland, we're probably only doing 1 per month right now. Oh, it's actually 0 still. Really? I thought it rounded... No. I thought unless it got to a full -1, it didn't count against here. But maybe it's like from -0.5 and below. Oh, well that didn't help. Yeah, let's get another diplomatic reputation guy. And the last guy was level 3, which meant we had more points, but he was a lot more expensive. I'm actually happy with a level 2 Diplo Rep guy. So now we should be progressing once more. 3 years away. Very nice. And actually, as we stop being overextended... Alright, so our current king, I'm not happy with him. He's only worth 6 points. Our next guy is only worth 7 points, but I like his point distribution a little bit more. We lost the stability. It's definitely going to be worth us boosting that. It's 82. Are we about to finish coring? We are. Hold on. We'll at least let Mecklenburg core, and then we'll boost our stability by +1. Always nice to have that. Over here, you are going to go and be a pirate! Yarr, in Seville. Although at this point, now that our overextension is starting to go down, there's something to be said about sending some pirates over here. We have 70% of the trade power over here, though? Yeah. And here, some of it's being collected. We actually are auto-collecting 50% of the trade here, which is kind of funny. Really? Do we get money? No. No, bring it forward. 50% of trade power among countries collecting from trade, but we're not collecting from trade here. Mostly transferring stuff. We're personally transferring 7.28, which is a good amount. We might actually want a couple of ships over here. Royal marriage from the Teutonic Order. I love the fact that the Teutonic Order are not currently religious. They're just a duchy. Makes me very happy, actually. I'm not going to annex them yet. I still have some more land. I can feed them very, very easily. In fact, I can probably feed some territory to Tiber over here if I wanted to. Because the Russian culture, I mean, they may not have any actual claims. They can fabricate claims, vassals now, but it doesn't look like they're doing it. But they'll probably still willing to accept a province or two. Certainly if I transfer a siege over to them, then let them annex stuff. Still, I'm not sure that this one province minor is worth it. I can probably just go ahead and annex things. In fact, if there's anything else I might do is like Novgorodian nonsense. Yay, court there. Oh, did I forget to boost my stability? Or Poland. How far away are you? Nah, far enough. Let's go to +1. It's cheap enough. See, I don't know what we're going to do. I think the next thing to eat will be Hamburg. Hamburg. Just because it really does nothing for us at all. The only question is, do we keep Tiver around or not? I'm not sure what the answer is. Take the production efficiency. That's worth some nice money. Also, I always want the extra admin points from having a leader there. So, next episode, assuming there's no war and we can keep the speed relatively high, I think we'll actually see the completion of the annexation of Scotland, which will make this area look a lot prettier. If ever we can get England to like us, it's going to take a while. Hey, Star Fort. Can we get to next level fort? We can. Yeah, see, I like this. Just because it is somewhere that's likely to be sieged. And worse of all, Spain might decide to, might make this the war goal, which means as soon as they're done sieging this, they'll get a ticking war score, which is going to be quite painful. So that'll buy me a hell of a lot of time by getting that up there. Yeah, and other than that, other than staying at peace, letting manpower recover some more, which is actually a pretty good idea. I don't know what kind of wars we might do. Again, we could just pick off some of these natives very, very, very easily. Although, if I do that too much, then this territory over here will become a colony, which I may or may not want, because once it's a colony, then I lose some of the war goals that I may have wanted to take advantage of. So we'll see how it goes. In particular, it's really interesting England over here, because England has a lot of provinces, but it's not a colony, and it's because they're split between the colonial Canada and colonial Eastern America zones. So once I annex England, all of this will turn into Swedish Canada, because I'll have enough stuff in there. So it's kind of moot, although these won't, so I'll still have my own territory over here. The colonies are not bad, though. The colonies don't suffer from the 75% autonomy floor that all these do. Royal marriage from France sounds great. Actually, I probably need to renew a lot of my royal marriages because we died. I forgot about that. England, royal marriage. Let me go and try to do these before I cut out. Tiver, I believe, is a duchy. Go, and we can marry them. And Lithuania. I need to... That's like 3 royal marriages in a row here. Yay, conversions. Dude, just wait for a diplomat to come home. It'd be nice if they were offering me the royal marriage. And... Oops, come on. Who am I missing here? France, Hamburg, I can't. Royal marriage, royal marriage. Okay, all the royal marriages are complete. Situation is pretty good. I'm only 7th in the world. Why is that? Total score. France is ahead. How much am I making right now? 2.08. I mean, I will catch up on Spain and pass them shortly. I will catch up on the Ming and pass them relatively soon as well. Austria is not moving at all. They're making no points. But Portugal is being a beast. The Ottomans, I'm gaining on them, although they have a lot of points. And France is crushing face, and reasonably so. So Portugal's got a lot of holdings. I mean, here, but also on the coast, if I recall correctly. What else they got going on? They've got the Cape. So that's really interesting. Spain is usually, in my experience, the powerhouse that grabs all this stuff over here. Spain expands this way, and then there, and it's not happening. They've got a little bit of territory here. They've got Castilian Brazil over here. They've got some Spanish territories there. This is, I believe, Spanish. Yeah. New Scotland looks a little bit like a Spanish color, but it's not. And they've got some territory over here. But they focused on military conquest here and all this nonsense. Spain is pretty dangerous, but Portugal, wow. That being said, I don't think Portugal and I are truly going to be in conflict about anything. The biggest threat is if we do get into war with Portugal somehow, which they're not in a coalition with me or anything like that. They're actually allied to France, which is kind of interesting. The biggest threat is their navy coming over and sinking my stuff or just getting in the way. And I can more or less get out of the way of that. How's in our other categories? We're number 2 administratively, which is nice. Mostly based on income and number of provinces. Diplomatically, we are... That's our problem. Where are we diplomatically? Way down here. And it's because we don't have much in the way of trade power. We don't currently have an admiral. I guess you get bonus points for having more than 2 merchants, which we don't have. Or any ship quality bonuses or anything like that. And we're behind on diplomatic tech. Fair enough. Military. Wow, France is leading. We actually have a better technology than they do. And it's surprising because France keeps getting their ass kicked. But they're having a lot of points because of soldiers. They're almost double as many points because of the soldiers. Austrian reconquest of Antwerp is paused. Oh, they're currently in a war that they're winning? No. I don't know what that means then. Austrian reconquest of Antwerp. I wonder if just Austria lost a war to France and that gives France a big point boost. I'm not sure. I'll note my power projection is kind of crap. Conquered a province from Austria. We got barely any points for that. We're missing an embargo. We need... I don't think we're embargoing Russia. Did I miss that? No, Russia, Austria. Oh, it's not Spain. Spain we're not embargoing. Cancel that. I'm going to wait 5 days here before the end of the episode. Need to reset our embargo. Get a few more power projection. But what we have to do is we have to hurt our rivals. We only took one province off of Austria. So if we really want to get our power projection ideally above 50 to get the +1 to all 3 powers, which would be huge, what we need to do is win a big war against Russia. And take a lot of land from them. And that would be good. Or we can humiliate them. That's the thing I keep forgetting. I think humiliation takes like 60 power. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. But I think a humiliation does require a lot of war score. But if you do, you transfer power projection from them to you. And that would be very nice. 3 extra points per month would be good. But we can also just take a bunch of provinces from them. So I think that'll be the thing for us to focus on next time. Bye-bye, folks.